Chuck and Shawn, Chuck and Shawn, Chuck and Shawn. They're two sales dudes from a cloud voice company, but with a superpower that you wouldn't believe. Monday mornings they transform into some dope co-hosts with sports, pranks, and jokes. It's business, breakfast, and banter. Just try and hold back your laughter, cause it's some really funny spit out your coffee kind of quick wit. So grab a Pop-Tart and let the work week start. Momentum Mondays, yeah, with Chuck and Shawn. Chuck and Shawn. Momentum Mondays, yeah, with Chuck and Shawn. Chuck and Shawn, Chuck and Shawn, Chuck and Shawn.
Come on.
Shawn, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, man. Welcome back. Everything
doing?
is okay. That's what I learned.
You still look nice and tan.
I do. I've been going to the tanning bed. No.
No. Well, you did before you went to Jamaica.
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did.
Be truthful.
Here we go. We're going back to the whole Adidas stuff, Chuck. I did not know the guy was taking the picture. You pinned me down, and now we're back. So we're not going to relive that moment again. But yes, I am tan. Why am I tan, Chuck? That's a great question.
You went to the tanning bed.
We had our President's Club trip, man, in Jamaica.
Yes, we did. Great time in Jamaica, and I think we had 52 qualify for our trip to Jamaica this year.
Yeah,
52.
there's half of us are in the water above, the other half are below the water in that picture there.
They're doing a race, underwater racing.
No, we had a great time. All of the Gold Club winners for Momentum. So we talk a lot about culture here. We talk a lot about the people here, and most importantly, we get to spend time with their families. For those who get to hit the Gold Club and be part of the President's Club trip. So great time, great event. I think there's some other pictures too that we can show of some of the fun that we had. There's obviously CEO and big driver Todd Zittrower and yourself. Man, where did you get that shirt? Look at that shirt.
I actually cut up your drapes. You didn't even notice.
I knew I was missing one. Went to close them the other night. I'm like, man, I'm missing a drape.
Oh, but here's a couple pickleball. Here we go to pickleball. Tell everyone about your pickleball fun.
Listen, and in all fairness, I have made fun of Chuck for probably 2 years for playing pickleball. Well, in Jamaica, he got me hooked on it because I went out there and I'm like, all right, I'll satisfy his itch and I'll go play him a game of pickleball. And I think, what did I play, Chuck? 10, 12 hours of it? Not in a row.
3 hours a day, I think you were on the pickleball courts.
In fact, I even had a picture one morning where, and by the way, if you can't see that picture.
Terry just missed it.
That was great. That was Chuck's lessons for us. Like, don't do this. That's how he taught pickleball. But no, we had a great time. And yeah, I ended up playing about 12 hours over 3 or 4 days. And then wrapped it up with the Gold Club Award, awards night. And this is us. I'm not sure why my hand's on my hip, but hey, you know what?
Perfect picture, Shawn. It's a perfect picture.
It works. Man, look at that. Look at those roses between two thorns, Chuck. That's a great pic. That's it. All right. And then
well, is that shirt again?
You wore it 5 days in a row. I was like, every picture you're in the same shirt. No, here's some of the best women in the channel: Jill, Jocelyn, Colleen. And in fact, we talked last time on Momentum Mondays that we're going to have a special guest. And I think we do have a special guest.
We do.
Jill McIntyre, our #1 regional sales manager, #1 salesperson in the entire company. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for being on here. We're honored. I mean, first of all, that was a great picture. What did you think of Chuck's shirt? Be honest. This is the moment of truth.
Oh, put me on the spot. I mean, I like it. It was Jamaica. It fit.
It definitely was Jamaica. The man's got style. So tell us about Jamaica. How was it?
It was amazing. I mean, good food, obviously good company. I mean, good music, good vibes, good resort. It was amazing.
And you actually went early and spent some time out there even before. So, man, you really soaked up the Jamaican sun.
I did. Yeah. We went like 4 days earlier to a neighboring resort on, Negril. So it was fun. Lots of fun. Good break.
What would you say to those of employees within Momentum about Gold Club. I know that you've worked with us in the past. We all have spent some time working our previous company. You've gone to how many at Momentum now? 2, 3?
3. Yeah, 3.
This
So
was
I
your
think,
third one. What would you
yeah.
say to those who have not been yet?
Oh, you got to go. Like, that's what you strive to do. I mean, I've been working with you guys for over a decade, and that's a goal. Like, it's a goal. You got to go to Gold Club. It's fun.
Memories last forever. Chuck, what do you think?
I mean, she's absolutely right. And we don't, it's not just, let's go to the beach, as some of our colleagues like to say, Sean Kramer. We go to beautiful resorts. We went to Half Moon, which is in Montego Bay. I'd say it's probably the best resort we've stayed at, since here at Momentum, maybe even all time. The food was unbelievable. There was actually too much food. I felt like every night we could have gave some food away somewhere. It's just, it was incredible. But again, to have 52 employees and spouses there, someone brought their son, which was fine as well. It was just a fantastic time. But Jill wasn't just like the number one rep because she came in at 101% last year, Sean.
No, what was it? So 102?
Close to 102.
102. Was it higher than 100?
Higher than 100.
200% of her quota. 300% of her quota. All right. Just for those out there, our quota for our internal sales reps on the indirect channel is roughly $100,000 in new business a year, meaning work with their partners and their customers. Chuck, what did Jill sell last year? Percentage.
I want to say it was $316,000 in revenue. One of the deals was $140,000 contact center deal. And another deal that was just a phenomenal win was a $60,000+ global network win.
So Jill, why Momentum? Why did your customers and your clients and your partners work with you and Momentum? Tell us why.
I would say the 3 Ps. That's what I call it. People, our products, and our processes. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm also blessed. I mean, I didn't get there just by me. I have the best engineer, I think, in the industry. I have the best back end support. So I have the best, team to pull through all these sales. That helps. I definitely don't stand here, alone, but I also am blessed to work with some of the best partners out in the industry as well. So I definitely would say people, products, and our processes.
I think it should be 4 Ps in Piazza.
Oh, and Piazza. Yeah.
Well, that was going to be my speed. All right. So time for speed round, and I'm going to put you on the spot. So people, processes,
products, and then processes.
People, products, processes, Piazza. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We got to work a Nard in there somehow, some way. All right. Speed round. Jill, favorite color?
Red.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Oh gosh. Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman. Really? Favorite hobby?
Oh. Yeah, shopping.
These are supposed to be quick.
Shopping.
Yeah, I think we could have answered that one. Favorite Momentum's host? Momentum Mondays
Chuck and
host.
Shawn.
No. You got to pick one.
Chuck and Shawn. That is one.
Chuck and Shawn.
Yep.
Jill, congratulations. Thank you so much for all you do for us at Momentum. Outstanding 2022. I'm glad you were able to spend some time getting away in Jamaica. Well done, well deserved, but more importantly, we'll see you back in 23.
You will. I get to pick the spot. You will.
That's
see
right.
Me.
When you're at 9 million%, you get to pick the spot.
Yep.
Toledo, Ohio. No disrespect.
Cleveland's better. It's a bigger airport.
Cleveland's got a better airport. Thanks, Jill.
Thanks for being on, Jill.
Congratulations.
Thanks for having me.
That's awesome. Having Jill on, number 1 rep coming out of Gold Club. As she mentioned, everyone should want to strive to be there. So appreciate everything Jill has done. Now, we heard about Jill's second biggest win last year, which was a $60,000+ global network deal. What better person to have on as the second guest of our call today than Drew Nadler? Drew, welcome to Momentum Monday.
Hey, guys.
Drew Nadler.
How you doing?
International man of mystery. Welcome to the Momentum Monday show.
Thanks, guys. Good to be here.
All right. So Drew,
So
no, that's sorry.
no,
Doug.
you. Oh, wait.
No. You rock, paper, scissors.
Damn it.
No. Who do you want to ask the question, Drew? Me or Chuck?
You guys should alternate. How about that?
Alternate.
I love putting them on the spot. They're like, I'm not answering. Y'all are both clowns. Go ahead, Chuck.
So, Drew, tell us why Momentum has been winning so many large global network deals. You heard Jill's deal, $60,000+ global network deal. There was another deal we won last year for $107,000 with $250,000 of upside, which is a Fortune 100 company, literally putting in Momentum's international services as their fabric to their entire background. So, Drew, you've been in this space a long time. Tell us why Momentum's international global footprint is so strong.
I mean, realistically, it's got to be the people behind the curtain on that one for sure. We have literally thousands of carriers we can pull from. A lot of those carriers too can their reach into other carrier networks also is huge. We have guys behind the curtain always trying to onboard, and I think our process for onboarding is something to speak to also. If we have a specific carrier that we need, it only takes about less than a day for us to onboard, quote, and then we can go right to order with them if we need to. And a lot of that is the environment of the international telcos is changing drastically within the channel. A lot of companies are being bought up. A lot of companies are merging with other ones, which is opening a lot of doors, for companies like ours that are still privately held, to really perform and, in those aspects that are really hard for the larger telcos to have. Also, our pricing stays the same. We have a great negotiation process with our pricing. We have a lot of buy rates that we put in place and a lot of commits that we have to live up to, so our prices stay extremely low. But kind of a compilation of all those things, plus just being able to actually deliver a service, which is a problem in the space also, is anybody can quote and tell you what a price is going to be. And until you get that circuit into a location, that's when it's finally done.
Yeah, that's a great point. I thought Andy said it well too. I asked him one time why Momentum, and he says, you think about all these TSBs. When you ask for a domestic, fiber circuit, there's a whole list of companies that can handle that. But when you ask for an international circuit, that rate card goes down to just a handful of companies that can really supply it. But Drew, you nailed it. They can supply it, but can they deliver it? And I think you're 100% right.
Well, and with that too, it kind of speaks to our, if you have the playbook behind you, proofs in the pudding. I think we're in 67 different countries. We're closing some really massive Fortune 500 clients right now also. So those will be coming up and teed up in our LinkedIn announcements also. And those tend to help out a lot too. No one knows what you're doing unless you tell them, or word of mouth. If you do it good enough for someone to just recommend you to another company, which has happened twice to us, at least on the international side. Hey, these guys are great. They did our network. All those guys stay in the same space too. They all talk. So if we can perform on one large scale, we can perform for anybody.
That's right. Shawn, back to you.
Drew, one of the things you've mentioned to us internally is not only where you came from and the customers and or clients, partners that you're talking to, but what's coming down the pike. You mentioned, and we don't need names, but talk about the size of the opportunities. Because again, to Chuck's point, domestically, the list is long. Internationally, it starts to shrink significantly, and that puts you in a very competitive position. So talk to us a little bit about some of the opportunities. You mentioned a country would be one of our first that we've gotten into.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's always exciting when we can put, we have like a little network map, and when one lights up, it's always kind of like a win, right? Like we're able to say we can now do services here and we can prove it. We have a circuit installed in this country. Recently we just did one in Saudi Arabia, which is, I think the first or second one I've ever done in that country. We've quoted it a lot, but with our buy rates and everything going down, we're able to actually supply that to a customer at a good rate for a local rate itself. But just to speak to your question, I mean, we do anything internationally. We've won deals from, I'd say, a smaller one in like the $5,000 to $6,000 a month range for a decent sized company that we came in as a secondary supplier for because they were unable to source really hard to find, DIAs and broadbands in odd countries that no one really works in. Some of the large ones we have down the pipeline right now, we have two really large Fortune 200, 100 companies, honestly, roughly about 95,000 on one a month, and roughly about 106 on the other after everything's coming through. And those are kind of preliminary numbers too. The nice thing I love about working at Momentum and being able to be flexible and agile, once you earn that trust, when there's carrier fallout from somebody else, from another winning carrier, but they come through and say, hey, we can't deliver this service, they'll turn around to us and say, hey, can you guys deliver this service with another carrier or within the price range that they have? Absolutely. We've won. I've ridden on the coattails of a lot of losing carriers just by picking up the crumbs that they can't supply, which gives you a really good name in the channel of, if I can't figure it out, I know a guy who can.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great point.
So my final question is, can you pick up one of those guitars behind you and play the Momentum Mondays intro song? And you know the words.
I only play chords, so I might have to get that like written out for me a little bit.
Well, it's pretty easy to pick up. Chuck can sing it for you. Go ahead, Chuck. Sing the words.
No, I only wear drapes.
My drapes. Drew, awesome job, man. Seriously, for those who, again, listening, paying attention, Momentum, our core competency has always been UCAS, CCAS, but here we have gotten a lot of expansion, both domestically and now internationally on the fiber network side. So Drew is our top guru guy, if you will, man of mystery, as I said in the beginning, international man of mystery, but doing a great job, Drew. Congratulations. And it sounds like Jill's going to have her money or a running cut out for her. How do you say that, Chuck? Her whatever cut out for her for next year, 2023.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Awesome. Thanks
Way
so
to
much,
help
guys.
me out there, buddy.
You mean a work cut out for her?
There you go. See, I knew it was somewhere in there. I just had to find it.
Yeah.
Drew, congratulations. Thanks for joining us. And we look forward to working with you more.
Sounds great. Thanks, Drew. Shawn, good seeing you. Stay consistent with that tanning bed. Keep that
I'm
shining.
going to stay consistent. I'll tell you what, last comment. Before we go, thanks for everybody joining for another Momentum Mondays. Next time, maybe Chuck and I will do this on the pickleball court, and you'll see me running around like a golden retriever, chasing all the balls. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.